Warning: the following video may contain language that is not suitable for children and social justice warrior snowflakes, prudes, or virtue signalers. Propofol Pelosi just declared war on every patriotic American. Chutzpah exudes from every pore. Hemorrhages of classic deep state cannibalistic kuru, the likes of which the quacks in the psychiatry profession need to study for an encyclopedic-length addendum to the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual. Attention college psych majors, the cost of your books will skyrocket. Hello, this is Dave from Net4Truth USA Whirlwind Revolt. Before I get into this report, I want to remind all my listeners, all my subscribers, that Whirlwind Revolt will be down for 2 weeks because of some techno-Nazi bullshit. They are going to court. I'm not going to wait for them not to respond. So please don't message me and say, I missed you, because I have 5 channels. I have Whirlwind Revolt primary. I have Inglorious Patriots. I have Net4Truth USA 2 Patriot channel. I have Net4Truth USA on BitChute and Net4Truth USA on drop.something. And the links are down in the description. Okay? So subscribe to all of those channels, and if you don't see a video within 1 or 2 days, you know that something happened, to go to the alternate channel. If you subscribe to all of them, you'll get duplicate notifications. So what? So what? It's a shame that us patriots have to quintuple our efforts just to get the message out. Never mind making any money on ads. You can forget about making money on ads on this venue right here until the president gets off his dead ass and does something about this censorship bullshit. And takes these corporate Nazis, these government-entangled entities that are corporate Nazis, and takes them and splits them up, or arrests their CEOs and puts somebody in their place that can do the job. You're either a platform or you're a publisher. Take your pick there, tube. Take your pick. You can't be both. And I'm taking you to court. As soon as the papers get here and I'm able to fill them out, you're coming to Jersey, and you're going to defend yourself against me. And I ain't no fucking joke, Jack. You can bet that. I'm no fucking joke. You drag me into a court of law with the American flag with the fringe around it, which is maritime law, and I will eat your fucking lunch. I will own you. Now, let's get back to what I was making this video for. This retard, this baby-eating piece of shit Nancy Pelosi, just declared war on the American citizens. You are not, repeat, you are not going to impeach our duly elected president. And if, per chance and peradventure, your demons assist you in being successful in that endeavor, the patriots in this country will take you and your minions and we'll show you justice for real. We ain't playing. My father before me fought in World War II against the Nazis, and that's exactly what this fucking bitch is. She's a fucking Nazi. She's a non-uniformed enemy combatant that shouldn't have any civil rights in this country whatsoever, along with all the other undocumented motherfuckers who are crossing the border. You're non-uniformed enemy combatants. You want a lawyer? Tough shit. It's about time we sent these people all to Gitmo with a ball-peen hammer, to hunt roaches and rats to eat and wipe your ass with the palm leaves. Because that's more than they deserve. Listen to this bullshit. And I'm not the only one who's stark raving mad over this fucking shit. I'm not the only one. You should have been here to get my phone calls that I got tonight after this shit dropped. You think we're playing?
Good afternoon. Last Tuesday, we observed the anniversary of the adoption of the Constitution on September 17th. Sadly, on that day, the Intelligence Community Inspector General formally notified the Congress that the administration was forbidding him from turning over a whistleblower complaint on Constitution Day. This is a violation of law. Shortly thereafter, press reports began to break of a phone call by the President of the United States calling upon a foreign power to intervene in his election. This is a breach of his constitutional responsibilities. The facts are these. The Intelligence Community Inspector General, who was appointed by President Trump, determined that the complaint is both of urgent concern and credible. And its disclosure, he went on to say, relates to one of the most significant and important of the Director of National Intelligence's responsibility to the American people. You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it, and they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this, so they have that validation that the press reported the smear, and then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. On Thursday, the Inspector General testified before the House Intelligence Committee stating that the acting Director of National Intelligence blocked him from disclosing the whistleblower complaint. This is a violation of law. The law is unequivocal. The DNI staff, it says the DNI, Director of National Intelligence, shall provide Congress the full whistleblower complaint. For more than 25 years, I've served on the Intelligence Committee as a member, as the ranking member, as part of the Gang of Four, even before I was in the leadership. I was there when we created the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. That did not exist before 2004. I was there even earlier in the 90s when we wrote the whistleblower laws and continue to write them to improve them to ensure the security of our intelligence and the safety of our whistleblowers. I know what their purpose was, and we proceeded with balance and caution as we wrote the laws. I can say with authority the Trump administration's actions undermine both our national security and our intelligence and our protections of the whistleblowers, more than both. This Thursday, the acting DNI will appear before the House Intelligence Committee. At that time, he must turn over the whistleblower's full complaint to the committee. He will have to choose whether to break the law or honor his responsibility to the Constitution. On the final day of the Constitutional Convention in 1787, when our Constitution was adopted, Americans gathered on the steps of Independence Hall to await the news of the government our founders had crafted. They asked Benjamin Franklin, what do we have, a republic or a monarchy? Franklin replied, a republic if you can keep it. Our responsibility is to keep it. Our republic endures because of the wisdom of our Constitution, enshrined in three co-equal branches of government, serving as checks and balances on each other. The actions taken to date by the President have seriously violated the Constitution, especially when the President says, Article 2 says I can do whatever I want. For the past several months, we have been investigating in our committees and litigating in the courts, so the House can gather all the relevant facts and consider whether to exercise its full Article 1 powers, including a constitutional power of the utmost gravity, approval of articles of impeachment. And this week, the President has admitted to asking the President of Ukraine to take actions which would benefit him politically. The actions of the Trump presidency revealed the dishonorable fact of the President's betrayal of his oath of office, betrayal of our national security, and betrayal of the integrity of our elections. Therefore, today, I'm announcing the House of Representatives moving forward with an official impeachment inquiry. I'm directing our 6 committees to proceed with their investigations under that umbrella of impeachment inquiry. The President must be held accountable. No one is above the law. Getting back to our founders, in the darkest days of the American Revolution, Thomas Paine wrote, "The times have found us. The times found them to fight for and establish our democracy. The times have found us today, not to place ourselves in the same category of greatness as our founders, but to place us in the urgency of protecting and defending our Constitution."
I don't know about you, but I can't watch any more of that shit. If you have the stomach for it, the link is down in the description. You can watch the rest of this fucking nitrogenous bullshit if you want to, but I'm up to here with this shit. In fact, I'm going to stop making videos. I'm going to stop this shit. It's just fucking ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous that this baby-eating pedivore, this communist Nazi scumbag, has the fucking chutzpah to get up there and talk about the founding fathers and the republic. Get the fuck out of my face. And here is just one of American patriots, a black American patriot, who I am proud to put his link down in the description. Subscribe to his channel, because we're coming after you people that are destroying this country. By the time 2020 gets here, the Democratic Party, the demon rats, the socialist Nazi scumbags will be purged from the face of this planet. This is Dave from Net for Truth USA. Watch this.
So Nancy Pelosi finally did it. She finally did it. She went ahead and said, let's impeach the president. Let's get him. Let's get him. They've all been saying that if they don't impeach President Trump before the election get here, he's going to win in 2020. Now they believe that they have all the evidence that they need to impeach President Trump. You hear me? They believe that the whistleblower has blown the whistle. They still haven't seen the evidence. I'm sitting there watching the Communist News Network, and they said that they don't even know what's in the report yet from the whistleblower. They don't even know what information is in there, but yet they are going ahead and going with impeachment.
We have to pass the bill so that you can find out what is in it, away from the fog of the controversy.
This is going to be the downfall of the Democrat KKK party. God, I hope I'm not wrong. I want to be 100% right. You know what? The Democrats right now, they believe that because President Trump had a conversation with the president or the prime minister, whatever it is in the UK right now, they believe that President Trump is colluding with him to change the election results in 2020. And on top of that, they are upset because President Trump decided to even just mention it and have Giuliani go over there and investigate what Biden was doing in the UK, what Biden's son was doing in the UK, when Biden was making a deal with the UK people, telling them, say, hey, unless you get rid of the person that's investigating my son, I'm not going to keep this $1 billion from you.
And I went over, I guess, the 12th, 13th time to Kyiv, and I was supposed to announce that there was another $1 billion loan guarantee. And I had gotten a commitment from Poroshenko and from Yatsenyuk that they would take action against the state prosecutor, and they didn't. So they said they were walking out to press conference. I said, no, I said, we're not going to give you the $1 billion. They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said. I said, call him. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting the $1 billion. I said, you're not getting the $1 billion. I'm going to be leaving here. And I think it was, 6 hours? I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Oh, son of a bitch. Got fired. And they put in place someone who was solid.
The Democrats have had it with President Trump. They have had it. They are going to go after this president. They are causing war in America. Do you hear what I'm telling you? This is not going to be just, okay, President Trump gets impeached, and then all of a sudden, he's just going to pack his stuff up and walk out the White House. That's not going to happen, people. That's not going to happen. President Trump does not need to leave the White House. The Democrats have lost their everlasting minds. They have lost their everlasting minds. President Trump has done nothing wrong. The whistleblower, they don't even know what's in there. They're saying President Trump is guilty simply because he had a conversation with another world leader, a world leader that Joe Biden was doing fraudulent dealings with. Do you hear what I'm telling you? And see, because they know, they're afraid that Joe Biden, okay, let me say this. They don't want Joe Biden as president. They want Kamala Crazy Harris and Elizabeth Warren, Elizabeth Pocahontas Warren. They want them. But see, they're going to still fight for their own. Joe Biden was the first the first vice president of the first so-called black president in the United States. So they are going to fight for their own. They do not want them going after Joe Biden, because I'll tell you this much. If they go after Joe Biden and they find out all this fraudulent stuff Joe Biden was doing, Joe Biden's going to be like, oh, if I'm going down, you going down. And then, and on top of that, they're going to find more information. Now, you know what? You know who I'm blaming right now for not doing their job fast enough? I am blaming Attorney General Barr. Now, Andrew McCabe came out just a couple weeks ago before the whole impeachment thing dropped down that it's possible that he's going to be indicted. Have you seen any more indictment information on Andrew McCabe? No. They're too busy trying to fight this impeachment. The Democrats know exactly what they're doing. And on top of that, let me break this down to you. On top of that, they're constantly saying, because they know if they do impeachment in the House, all this is going to do is going to stir up all this information in the mainstream media. It's going to stir up all this information where everyone's going to be talking about impeachment. America is at the breaking point. You don't hear me. You don't believe me. You're going to see it here soon. America's at the breaking point. So what they're going to do, the House, they're going to cause all this disruption. They're going to keep all this stuff going with the impeachment. And then they're going to purposely push it over. Well, not purposely. The way it's supposed to happen is after the House does it, then they push it over to the Senate. And then once it goes to the Senate, they know good and well it's going to fall flat on its face in the Senate. The Democrats are counting on the Republicans to make it fall flat on its face. Do you hear what I'm telling you? The Democrats are going to count on the Republicans not doing anything about the impeachment. And the reason why they're going to do that is because when it comes time, when 2020 gets around and people go around doing their campaign, all of these Democrats are going to say, look, these Republicans that are in the Senate right now, they're not doing the right thing. They're not even investigating to see what the Democrats in the House are saying. So they don't even want to see the truth. They're going to say that they are protecting President Trump. Hear me. I'm telling you. You don't even have to believe me. You don't even have to believe me. That's exactly what they're going to do. I see the writing on the wall. It's not even, you don't even need eyeglasses to see it. Everyone can see it coming. That's exactly what they're going to do. They're finding a way. They're going to try to use this to remove Republicans from the Senate and more from the House if they can. And, of course, they want to unseat the sitting president of the United States. This is an act of war, people. This is straight up an act of war against the United States people. This act that they're doing against President Trump is an act against every single one of us that voted for this president. And no, it was not Russia that put President Trump in office. It was the American people. And the Democrats can't stand that the American people would do something against their will. They did everything they could. The 2016 election was rigged in Hillary's favor. Many people just assumed that Hillary Clinton was still going to win because we all know how much they have cheated in the past. We all knew it. I stayed up until 3:30 in the morning that evening when President Trump was elected because I wanted to see President Trump walk out the door. I want to see him walk out onto that stage and say, thank you, the American people. Yes, it was a good run, but yes, I am your president. I wanted to see that. I would have loved to been a fly on the wall with Hillary Clinton. I need to stop this. I'm about to lose my voice. I got to get ready for the night. Look, my God, we have made another stage in this civil war. We're in the next stage of it. My God. Nancy Pelosi, she basically gave in. No information from the whistleblower, but gave in. Vote them out. Vote them out. I've been screaming out as loud as I can. It's so freaking catchy. Everyone can be able to say it easily. Vote them out. DEM for Democrats. Vote them out. But Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, they suppressed it. They're suppressing it. Give you an example. Twitter has really suppressed my comments on Twitter. And the reason being is because for example, President Trump put a comment out there saying that 94% of the Republicans stand with him, which is a true statement. He goes, thank you. I put a comment right after that saying 36% of the black community supports President Trump as of last year, and that number is higher this year, and it's going to be higher next year. That tweet got suppressed so much that when I go from that, I put that tweet out there on my United America First page. When I go to that tweet from Firepower, I can't even see it. And I go to my own page, I can't even see it. They're hiding my comments when I tell it because, see, they don't want black people to know that more and more black people are supporting President Trump. They don't want you to know that there's someone out here like me that support the president and support this American flag. They don't want you to know that. They want to suppress the fact that I respect and I love this American flag. You know what? This American flag was the flag that was standing after the Civil War. This American flag is the very reason why I get to speak out right now, because of this flag. This flag freed not only black people, but it freed white people, Asian people, and brown people. That flag freed all of us, and they want to burn it. They want to replace it. They want to take it down. They want to step on it. They want to spit on it. They want to urinate on it. They want to do everything to this flag. Why? Because it represents everything that they hate. Do you hear what I'm telling you? We are at war, people. They're going to shut down all of these broadcasts here soon. They're going to shut them all down because they can't have anyone speaking out. And I'm not telling people to go out and be violent. I've never said that. But they're going to shut them down. Why? Because they hate what I'm saying. Not because I'm being hateful, not because I'm being violent, but because I'm speaking the truth. They hate it. This is a spiritual war that we're in. Now, let me say this. I don't really think that it has anything to do with the whistleblower because they don't even have information on the whistleblower. It has everything to do with President Trump going to the UN. This is my opinion. President Trump went to the UN and told China, you're not going to get away with it any longer. In their face. He told it to their faces. You're not going to screw over the American people any longer. He said it to their face. I love it. I absolutely love it. He said it to their face. He told Iran, I'm not going to sit down and let you run over me. He said it to their face. He didn't cave in to this whole hoax about climate change. He didn't cave into it. And on top of that, one of the biggest reasons is because he says we, the American people, we are Christians. I'm paraphrasing. We are Christians. And he said, as long as he's president, every single one of us that want to have the freedom of our faith and be able to say in the name of Jesus, he's going to fight for us. Obama wouldn't do that. President Trump is. Do you understand what I'm telling you? I don't care what you think or who you think I am. You need to pay attention to what's going on. We are at war. We are at war in this country. Nancy Pelosi, all the Democrats, they're so happy right now. They're like cockroaches running around after a nuclear bomb just went off. Happy as all get out. Do you hear what I'm telling you? We are at war. My God. People don't even understand. People don't even understand. I mean, seriously, don't understand. What we are experiencing right now, this country has not experienced before. I am telling you, it's not like when they impeached Bill Clinton because of a cigar, because he got caught lying. They are impeaching President Trump because he is helping black people, white people, brown people, the American people. That's why. Because he brought God back into the Oval Office. Oh my God, in the name of Jesus. Do you see it? What has he done wrong? What has President Trump done wrong? He's done nothing but positive things for this country. And how is that wrong? What was once good is now considered bad. What was once considered bad is now considered good. And some people have the audacity to sit there and tell me that that's not even happening. People send me messages saying it. People will send me messages saying it's not happening. We're not experiencing any of that. You know what? You really don't have to thank me, because I'm just going to continue doing what I truly believe God wants me to do. My God, we are at war, people. I really need to tone it down. I was getting so excited there because it's just, that's the best way for me to release this tension, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm angry, but I'm happy they did this, because this is gonna expose the Democrats. And Nancy Pelosi know better, but she gave in to the pressure. She gave in to the pressure. Please, can you share this video? If this is if I said anything in here, copy the link to this video and put it on Facebook. Tag me on Facebook. Please copy the link of this video and put it on Twitter. Please get it to someone, because people need to realize they want us fighting. If we do not start screaming for this country, we're not going to have a country to scream for. I mean, if you can't see the writing on the wall, I mean, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Let me get off of here. Thank you so much. Please, like I said, share this. Hit the like button, because for some reason, when you hit the like button, it helps the video as well. All right. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. In the name of Jesus, share this video. Share this video for everyone to see. We are at war in America, the year 2019. God bless you.
Think we're alone? Think again. The following is just one of 24 calls tonight. The 1960s civil rights riots will pale in comparison.
What's up, Ray?
Bellator just made her own deathbed.
I know, I saw that shit.
This fucking pitch. Now he's going to bring all the witnesses forward. Go ahead, you want to do this? Let's do this now.
Yep. Fucking A. He started civil war.
They just throw in 2020 right down the drain. No matter what they throw at him, Mueller looked like an asshole in the stand. That is the Ukraine. Now Biden's exposed that his fucking coke snorting fucking blows his fucking fun. Now this fucking bitch. Dude, I've been watching this shit. I've been watching your post and BCP, and now Trey Gowdy coming out and saying, "Oh, nothing's going to happen to shift," and fucking, well, we're fucking screwed there, because if Barr don't do his job in Durham, well, Horowitz is part of the swamp and Ray. We know that. They're protecting something. I think Schiff's caught up in all this fucking Epstein shit. And they haven't been talking about Epstein at all.
No, Epstein is fucking old news now. He's dead. Nobody's worried about him no more. They say he's dead, but he's not dead. He's in fucking Gitmo. I guarantee you, he's in fucking Gitmo.
You ever watch the Josh Bernstein show? The guy that sometimes does substitutes for Gary Frenchie?
Yeah.
He's keeping us updated on the Epstein shit. the last one I saw from him 2 weeks ago, you should see the names that are on that list. Mick Jagger's on there.
Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger's on there. Chris Tucker's on there.
Oh, shit.
Jerry Nadler's on there.
Wow.
Who the fuck else? There was a shitload of them on there. Now there's some shit coming out with George Clooney's tied in all this shit.
Unfucking believable.
I think True Reporting put that out. There's a 2-part thing that George Clooney's tied into the Muslim Brotherhood. He married a Muslim woman, and he's always been high up with the elites. That's why he continues to open his mouth.
Unfucking believable.
I mean, you dig down one rabbit hole and you find 5 more or more shit out that you didn't want to know. What the fuck?
Yeah, well, the fucking mainstream media is the fucking crux of this whole thing. Because if they did their fucking job, if they did what we did all those years since Kennedy, we wouldn't be in this fucking mess. But they didn't do their fucking job. So you know what? All those motherfuckers that are complicit in this shit, all those fucking people send the fucking military in and just fucking summarily fucking execute the whole fucking lot of them.
I want to see it live on television. I want to see the military. And the first one you got to pick up is Fredo. Let's take Fredo first with his big fucking mouth.
What a fucking bunch of scumbag motherfuckers.
I thought Don Lemon was the fucking worst of the costume, but this fucking Fredo motherfucker, he's got to go. He's got to fucking go, this motherfucker. Because every time BCP puts out a video, it's like Fredo's opening up his mouth. Did you see the one that Phil Buck came out and said, no, Trump was in the right for this? I'm like, wait a minute. This is the same guy that came out 2 years ago and said, oh, we got 7 days from Sunday to get him. Why are you turning your fucking cheek to the other side now? What's the matter? Something coming down the pipe for you, too? You know who I haven't seen in a while? I think he's a gitmo. John Kerry. And I haven't seen Brendan in a while. I think them 2 bastards are a gitmo.
I don't know, man. I'm just waiting for the big motherfuckers to get arrested, and I don't see it.
That's what I'm saying. If I don't see that,
I want to see that fucking cunt fucking hang. I want to see that fucking cunt hang. That fucking cunt is behind all this fucking shit. Pelosi just started civil war.
Oh, pretty much. She opened up Pandora's box. Oh, I think it's good. You going to put something out on it? Because I'll keep an eye out for it.
I hear you, bro. All right.
All right, I'll get in touch with you.
Later, bro. Ciao.
All right. I'll talk to you.
So if you're sitting there thinking, I'm the only one who thinks like this, let me tell you, I had at least 24 phone calls of that nature that just passed, that you just listened to tonight. And ever since they started this censorship crap, starting with the adpocalypse and starting with the deletion of channels 2 years ago, when they deleted my original channel, and 3 others following that one, ever since that happened, they've initiated something even worse for them than the truth. They initiated person-to-person contact between patriots. Because do you think that we don't know how to contact each other? Do you think that somebody who's watching somebody for a year and a half, 2 years, and all of a sudden doesn't see his videos on their tube anymore, is going to say, gee, I wonder what happened to Dave, or I wonder what happened to Stony, or I wonder what happened to Plymouth Fury. Let me call them up. I have their phone number. It's posted on their videos. Or I can just look them up. I know their name. I looked them up. And now we have person-to-person, personal contacts and personal friends that can call each other up and get together to do what we need to do. And what we need to do is not only drain the swamp, but disinfect the swamp. We need to set the swamp on fire. If they think that they're going to impeach the president, or God forbid, hurt the president and get away with it, they're out of their batshit minds. The 1960s civil rights riots will pale in comparison to what patriots will do. People like myself, veterans, people that went over there and fought their bullshit wars in Afghanistan for 18 years, do you think that they'd go over and come back home and find out that they fought a bullshit war, lost their limbs and lost their sanity, fighting a bullshit war for the bankers, and not get pissed off to the point of revolution when all of this shit is revealed? You're out of your fucking mind. You're out of your fucking mind. This government needs to be overthrown. It needs to be purged completely. And we need to start over with citizens in office. Not politicians, not lawyers, not corporate oligarchs, or whatever you want to call them. We need to, if we're going to have a government at all, I think we ought to start over. Because you are not going to fix this shit. It is just too far gone. You've got people who are accusing people of the crimes that they themselves committed right out of Saul Alinsky's book, Rules for Radicals. Psychological manipulation and control of that fucking boob tube for over 55 years, and probably even more longer than that. Preying on the trust of the American people. Now the tables turned. The technology that they invented to enslave us will cause their downfall. I'm waiting for the day. I'm waiting for the day that the shit hits the fan. Because I want to take my year in Vietnam and my PTSD out on one of these motherfuckers. This is Dave from That For Truth USA. Whirlwind Revolt. Revolution 2.0 is at the door. Buckle up. Keep your powder dry, lock and load. Power to the people. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your support and your prayers. Have a good night.
2 long years ago, the probe began, and many thought that someday it would make them smile. And those who said it had no chance were scowled upon and seen askance. So desperate was the hope to see a trial. February made them shiver as it came clear he'd not deliver the news that they desired was not to be acquired. I know that many people cried when they read the news. It hurt their pride so deeply in the pipe dream mired. Collusion died. So bye-bye to the collusion lie. Russian agents spoofed and puppet and a plot to deny. From each new event how the conjecture would fly. Can they let it go and just let it die? Let it go and just let it die. We all know that he's corrupt and his list of crimes is building up. So I'll just list them down below. While emoluments investigating all of it real slow. Well, the media then lost their mind as they blundered backward, fully blind. Collusion became news. Evidence not part of the clues. The other news stories all then were shut, while collusion filled every news truck. But I knew they ran out of luck the day collusion died. But they kept singing, bye, bye, he's a Russian ally. Boom, puppet, Russian agent, and a treason spy. And every day more wacky theories would fly. Time to let it go and just let it die. Let it go and just let it die. Now when Mueller issued his report, the media could not contort it to save face, though they did try. They lost all credibility. Embarrassed is what they should be, and the damage done they cannot deny. They gave victory to the president, validation as if heaven sent. The courtroom was adjourned, no verdict was returned. And now when he screams about fake news, he'll be correct thanks to their ruse. A witch hunt he'll rightfully accuse the day collusion died. Cause they were singing, bye, bye, he's a Russian ally. Boom, puppet, Russian agent, and a treasonous spy. And every day more wacky theories would fly. Time to let it go and just let it die. Let it go and just let it die. I met a girl who sang the blues. She asked me for some happy news. I offered, but she just turned away. Those who followed actual facts instead of corporate media hacks would know that Mueller knew the only way. He farmed out criminal indictments to 7 districts. There's excitement, all of them pardon proof, not like the collusion spoof. So carefully he did anoint a prosecution starting point. The outcome couldn't disappoint. The day collusion died. Yet they're still singing, bye, bye, he's a Russian ally. Putin puppet, Russian agent, and a treasonous spy. The Russian hysteria was misplaced outcry. Time to let it go and just let it die. Let it go and just let it die. So bye bye to the collusion lie. Collusion obsession gave the press a black eye. And if they persist, the damage will amplify. Time to let it go and just let it die.
Please subscribe to our backup channels, Whirlwind Revolt, Inglorious Patriots, and Net for Truth USA 2 Patriot channel. You can also find us at Net for Truth USA on BitChute. We fly so close to the target, we're on our 4th fighter jet. We will be relentless truth seekers until the enemies of freedom are defeated. You can support this channel by using the links in the description, but for a $100 donation, I will personally send you a autographed hardcover special edition copy of Land of Childhood's Fears. Also, visit my bookstore at lulu.com/ Net4Truth USA. If you are viewing this video on BitChute, you can use the links in the description to support us, or simply click the green $ dot on our video to support this channel. Thank you. Links are in the description section.